Hi, I'm Tyson James. I don't like the way I delivered that. Let me do that again.
Go for it.
I'm Tyson James, and I make stop-motion content. That just sounds weird. It is what I do, though. I'm Tyson James, and I make puppets, and I play with them.
When did you know that this was what you wanted to do?
You know, that's the thing. I don't think it ever, like, clicked that it was like, oh, this is what I want to be doing. I fell into it, and I was like, well, it looks like this is what I'm going to be doing the rest of my life. Yeah, it started with making films with friends in college. And then when I started branching off and doing my own projects, I gravitated towards animation just because it's my background with illustration and painting and such. And I guess that's when I knew I was going to be doing it, when I was just in love with every aspect of it. Just designing, set building, puppet making. It just really played to my strengths, I feel. So I was like, this is it. So, or I'll be doing it as long as I can, anyways.
What gets you out of bed in the morning?
Ugh. Fear of not delivering on time. It's a big motivator. I'd say that's what gets me out of the bed most of the days. It's like, ugh! Like shooting up and being like, shit, I gotta get out in the studio and work. I wish it was a little more poetic than that, but that's it. Hustling.
Who inspires you?
Oh man, a lot of my coworkers, a lot of my friends. I was fortunate to know a ton of talented people. So I would say a lot of my contemporaries are who inspire me the most.
If we had somebody sitting right here that wants to do what you're doing, what would you tell them?
You've got to make your own films. That's the biggest lesson I've learned. I do a lot of right now is like purely just animation. So when I'm brought into the studio, it's animation work, and that's fun, but that's not what I'd like to be doing. And I just feel like I look at the path I've taken to get here now, and all of it started with having short films. I only got brought into the industry because of my short films showed that I understood the whole process. Like, people don't really, especially with animation down here, they don't want to just see that you can animate or you can just build puppets or sets or illustrate. They want to see that you have a broad understanding of what it takes to make a film. And then, cause once you've passed that hurdle, I feel like there's a lot of outlets you can take from there. But a lot of students I see now, they tend to focus on specialization, which you work up to. I feel like you need a solid understanding of the overall process. So.
On that same token, what warnings would you give?
Oh man. It is a massive sacrifice. It becomes your life, you know, it's all consuming. So you just have to be prepared for that, make sure that's what you want to do. Otherwise it's a lot of wasted time. You know, I know a lot of people are like, it's not what I thought it was going to be. And it's just a huge sacrifice for something if you're not going to give it your all. So.
If you could stand on top of the mountain and say one thing, what would you say?
Hey, I'm on a mountain! I don't think I can come up with anything prolific. So, we'll keep it literal.
If you could go back in time and visit your 12-year-old self, what would you tell little Tyson?
Oh man, not to stress out so much. If I could go back to my little curly-haired 12 self and shake him and just be like, don't be so hard on yourself, I guess. I think just the nature of creators and artists is to make something. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. As cheesy as it is, it's like you have to do it. Just keep making things. I'm Tyson James, and I play with puppets for a living. It's outrageous.